I was on reserve this morning meeting with a manager at a community who is not the manager for emergency management. They are not responsible for it. They are not the band manager or the CEO of the nation. They're a manager of a department that reports to the band manager or director. And they're trying to figure out their role in emergency management and figure out a way how they can support mitigation and preparedness in the community without stepping on toes and disrupting the community culture. We met for 75 minutes. Using Indigenous knowledge with modern day knowledge, we were able to co-create a strategy of wayfinding. We're calling it a wayfinding strategy that will help that manager move through the process of helping with mitigation and preparedness, enhancing collaboration and learning across all departments, and confidently moving forward through that. Because when the meeting started, they saw an immovable obstacle, a barrier, all these challenges, and they only saw one solution, which has not worked for anything else that they've done in the nation or anything else that they've tried to implement. They've spoken to Indigenous Services Canada. They've spoken to other government staff. They've spoken to other consultants. And he just intrinsically knew that, they were there to kind of like bring in a process or a training or a way forward that is what I would call typical emergency management. We don't do typical. When at about minute 55 in the meeting, when I saw the light bulb go off on his head because he's found the way forward himself, I saw the stress and frustration leave his body through the tone of his voice and his posture and his physical movements, and I saw the confidence enter. And how I know all of that is when the meeting was over, he was essentially speechless because there was so much confidence and hope and way forward in him. It was very, very, it was overstimulating. And he had to get to another meeting and he couldn't process it all right away. So when that happens, that's when I know there is a spark or a ripple in a community that is going to enhance their mitigation, preparedness, overall emergency management, collaboration, learning, whatever. And we got there through Indigenous knowledge, modern day knowledge. So if you want to follow along with this, I'm going to be posting more on the Patreon, but that's just a really short kind of talk on my experience today and how, at Hazardscape, we're using Indigenous knowledge with modern day knowledge to move the needle on enhancing Indigenous community safety and emergency management.